folks, welcome to another episode of the Bayern Munich Let's Play on FM24. Today is a mid-season report, and it's good for me to get back in the frame of things and look at things and talk about the stuff. Before we get into that, hit the like button and subscribe for daily content on the channel. EXE is coming to the channel probably because the vote is changed again, and I did say I'd go with the opinion on that one. It's a comfortable lead for EFC, so clear mode will be on the channel probably already by now, and what have you. So yeah, I do. But you're gonna get two Let's Plays of Football Manager to compensate for those guys who really like Football Manager content. So there's more Football Manager content than there is EFC, but yeah, it just makes sense to have it on here from a YouTubing point of view and a channel point of view. So um, yeah, we're going to go where we're at and discuss various things and try and work out how to get this team to be a Champions League winner and consistently performing team because we are struggling with that. So where we're at right now, well, we're second in the table in Bundesliga, which is not bad. We've had a iffy season. We've only lost two games though, and we've beaten the teams around us mainly. Wolfsburg we drew with, Stuttgart we drew with, um, we beat Dortmund. So we don't get beat by many teams. We don't lose many games. It's the silly draws and silly performance we put in there. But it's a realistic title race. Dortmund are going to be up there with us. It's realistic that they should be up there. Um, so I'm not too worried about this. The Stuttgart game was a fair result. That's the only thing I'd say about that one, that draw in last episode. In terms of Champions League, we are looking good. We're looking better. Already got more points than we did last season. We've still got about 3 games left in Champions League. Or is it two? I think it's two into actually. Yeah, we've got Sparta Prague and Lazio in the Champions League left. So Sparta Prague are down here. Lazio are down there as well. So 2 wins in those 2 games should get us in the top 8, which would be improvement on last season where we finished like down here somewhere. So hopefully we can get that top 8 finish. In fact, if results go, I don't think actually. I was going to say if results go our way, we could finish in the top 8 with a win in the next game. But I don't think that can happen. I think we can definitely secure a playoff spot though. If I think we're going to get in the top 24. It's going to happen. Um, Technically, teams below can catch us. That's why we're not confirmed it yet, but they're not going to catch us. They've only got 6 points out of 6 games. They're not getting 2 wins, and we're not going to lose both games. I don't think that's the upshot of it. So that's what I would say about that. Deutsche Pokal, Leipzig, and in the Deutsche Pokal, I will be showing that game in the quarterfinal against Leipzig. It's a big game, and the Super Cup we runners up against Bayer Leverkusen on penalties. Did we have a lead in this game and then fall apart? I forget what happened in this game. Um, Yeah, we had a lead and fell apart. That's a common thing I'm noticing, actually. It seems like. So yeah, overall happy. Top 8 Champions League, which is fine. We've had actually some really tough games in here. PSG and Real Madrid. So it's probably about where we're at, really, at the point as a team. Second in the Bundesliga. If we won that game against Stuttgart, we'd be held on with good defense towards the end, would be fine. On this buckle, we're getting to the later stages of that, so we're fine. So this is going well overall. It's just these silly results and these big games. You look at the big games in the Champions League, Madrid, PSG. We don't win them. Atletico Madrid was a outlier in that. We did get a good result there. This tactic, I think, can work. I just don't think the players are the right players for it. I do think we've got a problem with striker. We really have a problem with the striker situation now. Obviously, Harry Kane's best role would be a deep line forward, and I'm going to try and just use that and just see how it works. The issue is what I would like to do is do something like this. Not these are not the roles I play. So Kane drops into here, and then they play off there. But we've got Ardagula and um, Yamel's doing well this season. He's got 10 goals, 4 assists. So I want to make this formation work. I think there's a definitely possibility that we move Harry Kane on. He's 32 years old. He's on high wages. He's only got 6 goals and 2 assists in 13 appearances. He's not getting the goal returns that we want him to get. There's a definite case to sell him. However, I don't have a striker in mind to bring in. Now, if we were to go to the transfer suggestions list here, and just go for transfer striker. There's not many options, honestly, of players. I mean, you got Dembele on here. We've got young players, obviously. Zertsky, hilarious. Um, got scouting players in range. I mean, we go to striker, and obviously I've been looking at this previously. I'm not overly fond of the options. You know, not many make sense. I mean, this guy is good, but he's not going to develop that much more, is he? Sheshko would be a good signing as well, I think potentially. Um, but is he that elite striker that we need? If we're going to go for elite striker, I'd go for someone like Lisandro Martinez, Lautaro Martinez, sorry. That's who I'd go for, someone like him, or technically Darwin Nunes would be a better option as a mobile striker. Um, and or Endrick could be a brilliant call as advance forward, but it's just getting them in, with the money, and that's the problem. It's all right saying get rid of Harry Kane, but we don't have the options available really to bring someone in. The highest recommended striker, of course, is it's called Munyani as well. So it's just difficult to find that player. I mean, I did look at getting Dybala in at one point, and you know I've used him before. He was very good, but not now. He's not really an option. So we really are struggling to find how to get this to tick. Look at our goal return this season, and it's the midfielders who are scoring the goals. Payne's got 10. I mean, these three here are on like 10, 11, and 12. That's fine. That's reasonable. Kane should be on like pushing 20. He really should. Which made me think that there's something wrong with Harry Kane. It was, and we need to look at to do about that. Now, Goretzka is still an outlier in this team as well. I think we could do moving him on, honestly. I just don't think a lot of players in this team I don't rate. I think this back four is the best back four I've got. If the keeper is erratic, um, but I don't know if we can win in Champions League with this formation. I want to, and I think it definitely is possible. We do have a backup tactic, which would be this. So you do something like this essentially. And Musiala would not play there. He would basically play. He'd have to be rotate with on the right wing. So you'd do something like this. You'd have Goretzka as a box to box in there, DM Barella, and then you'd have I don't know. I'm trying to think who would put in that position. Koopman is in that role as like deep line playmaker, and then having Harry Kane drop as a deep line forward like that could actually work. Because he can drop deep into that area and link. Yeah, I've done this before. It works. It does work. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. That's the honest answer. I do not know if it's the best option to go with at this moment in time. So um I'm open to suggestions, guys, and what you think is holding his team back in big games. Is it just personnel? Is it just unlucky? If you look at the games we've lost in Champions League, 1-2-1 there to PSG, and then Madrid 2-0. They're not exactly been thrashings this season. And when we do lose a game, we don't lose by massive margins often. 2-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. They're not massive margins. And maybe Ricard in that game anyway. So maybe we're not far off. We're just going to maybe get better striker, more mobile, more pacing behind. And that could be moving Kane on. I mean, I would sell Harry Kane, but it's got to be for 80 million. It's got to be 80 million pounds. Let's see if they get offer for that. Well, I'm curious. Um, I mean, Andre was a previous target I was looking at. It's not going to be someone I want to go for now. But um, I don't think anyone's going to come in for Harry Kane right now. Bowie, I want to get rid of him, but no one wants to make an offer that's reasonable for his valuation. Um, any offers of Kane coming in for 80 million. We've got John Window coming out soon. I'm not loaning Bobby out. You've got to buy him for like 7.5 million. No, yeah, I'm not loaning him out. I've got to sell him. See if any more offers coming for Harry Kane. No, let's see what they say about intermediaries. If anyone's willing to make an offer, see that is the dream of not a loan deal. You're not having him on loan. Um, not available for loan, but £80 million fee I think is reasonable, and he's not getting the goal return to justify his high wages. Now, the problem is, if I was to bring a new striker in and he had the same problem, then we got a problem with tactics. But I don't think it's. I've used tactics before. This advanced forward role. I've used it before and it works more often than not. So I just think we need to get a more mobile striker up front. And I don't often like strikers with no pace. Not really my thing. But obviously Kane is. I thought he'd blow away those issues with the amount of goals that he will score. But clearly, it's not the case in this scenario. And the finances are not great at the moment. So I think it's going to be a case of we get to the end of the season, see if we can win Champions League. If we can win it, then the series ends anyway. It's a moot point. If we can't win it, then we have to really consider what we do in the summer. And it could be a case of we now assess this as we're going along and look for that striker. And obviously, we've got Stavo here, who will come a brilliant forward, but it's a lot to ask for from him right now. He's in for the future. I think we need to find someone who can bring in who's just at a top level right now and make this guy's a amazing, amazing backup. So you come back to the options that we were scouting a second ago. Um, if I was to win the scouting players in range, here we go. You look at the options here, and it's Lissandro Martinez. Honestly, I mean, Lukaku wouldn't be a terrible option. Is he still mobile enough? Sort of. But he's not getting many goals at Barcelona, is he? So it is a real tough one. Um, it is a real tough one. Odd Evan Ferguson's obviously an option, but again, I think the guy I'm leaning towards trying to get would be Lautaro Martinez. Good age, 28 years old, would fit the criteria I want a lot. And play inside advance forward, tries first time shot, shoots with power, play pressing forward or advance forward. I think he's the option to go for. I mean, Endrick would be the dream. 19 years old with those stats would be fantastic, but I don't think it's really realistic. Who's the main striker for Real Madrid? It's Vinicius Junior and him. Um, I mean, Vinicius Junior would be a great signing. I mean, he could play advance forward as well, couldn't he? That could, but it's not. It's a lot of money. I mean, if you really want to get dreamy about it, Mbappe would be amazing striker up front to have. He's not going to want to join us though, um, and his wage would be absolutely insane. So we need to decide what to do about Harry Kane, and that's the main part of this question. Obviously, any other thoughts on the team you have are always welcome to be given, and I'll look at them. And this is why we're going to do two Let's Plays at once, because I'm doing EFC content filmed on here. I want to be fair to you, all you guys. You get two videos a day, essentially. You get one Let's Play. You get one day you get Man United Let's Play. One day you get Bayern Munich on a set, and then alternate days, and then same thing. One day a Kramer video in the morning, and one day a Monica review. I just want to say thank you guys for the support. It's been really difficult last few months with PC problems and this back being an absolute pain in the Guzius Maximus. Um, but yeah, we need to look at the striker situation. It is a problem. What did Kane score last season? I'm just curious now. What did Kane get last season? He got 24 and 33. He's not doing terrible, is he? But I just feel like I think we can do better. But then again, if there's anything else, guys, you think glaringly obvious about this team, let me know in the comment section. I wanted to. I think because what we built, when we built it, with Ardagula coming in and Musiala playing well, I do feel like we have to play with 4-2-3-1 now. I think with too much to change and too much money to change over to get this to be a different formation. But I'll leave it on the screen a bit longer here so you can see the tactic and give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. If this was a few years ago, I would just go get Falcao. Honestly, I know that would work years ago, obviously, but what work now? But I do feel like a more mobile striker would help out with advanced forward role, and because the wingers are getting the goals, Kane should be scoring more than 10. Um, and I feel like if I had a big physical mobile striker who could stretch teams in behind, that would be a big help, and I feel more comfortable with it. But you can give me your thoughts in the comment section on that. We did have a youth intake miles away. We had an excellent youth intake, which is coming in. It's a real potential to be a real golden generation for the club. So I will update you on this when it comes through. in March, so I'll try and remember. If it's during an episode I'm recording, I'll do it live. If it's not, I'll do a segment where I look at it without knowing what's going to happen to get the real raw reaction. I've got two forwards, central midfielder and wingers that look like they could be good. When you look at the youth system we've got here, the players we've got, I mean, so we'll look at the reports again of players we've got in our system. We've got a really promising Cam here who could do well. Um, Again, it's a weird one. This team is it's interesting, and I think we need to look at the scouting next setup and look for young talent that we can bring in. Um, but I think this season in January, I don't think we're going to do much business. If we sell Harry Kane for 80 million, that might be something that might happen. But I think more than likely, I'm just going to move people like this guy on. Don't play him. Move him on. Get some money in. Try and get Bowie in. Start looking at that striker. Get the scouting network set up correctly. I'm going to look at some scouting videos at some point and get an idea what the best way of doing things are. And then we assess and go from there. But yeah, I think the big issue I can think right now is definitely, from my personal preference, get a more mobile striker in. And if you see anything else relating obvious guys about this, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if this formation works, what you think is the problem, and what roles are best for these players in your opinion, of course. And I'll obviously look at that and take that on board. I think we've got a really good squad, but for some reason there's something holding it back. This squad is running very much capable of winning Champions League and winning big games, but something's not quite right. But I will say, what a signing he has been. A lot of money, but I'm so happy with him. I mean, technically, he can play him as forward. Technically, so we could play him as a forward and play Muslim. So we could go with a DM, but the only way I do this formation is playing deep line forward because I know this works really well. I've done it before on different game, but not this save, different FM completely. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, give your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll do my best to get back to you and try and put the ideas that you come up with as we're talking. So, in terms of episodes, right? So we're gonna have obviously a bit of a gap between this Stuttgart game and the rest of them. So we're gonna come back. I think we're gonna come back for Prague, Praga, and Leipzig. Because Praga is a big game, Champions League. It could be a big step towards getting eighth, top eight. And then obviously Leipzig is a big game. And then we'll see after that. We'll probably do after that Leipzig and Bayer Leverkusen because they're again two biggest games in the competition. And then we'll have an idea where the Champions League draw and that kind of thing is and start working out where we're going. So that's the plan. Obviously Dortmund will be live commed, goes without saying. Not many games left when you think about it. Left of the season. But yeah, give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Down below is my EFC Ultimate Team channel and also my Let's Play channel, which has got Elden Ring on there, and also it's going to have Indiana Jones on there very soon as well. I'll catch you guys later, guys. I'm thinking of getting a new end card built up so I can do a proper outro to this, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye bye.